there. The Ron Antonori coming at you live. And I'm on my way down Moreland Avenue to Little 5 Points. There's 4 or 5 brew pubs / bars that I want to check out so that I can see about bringing some places from Atlanta to all my fans out there drinking across America. All right, all you drinkers across America following me, the Ron Antonori. Here I am in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia, right outside Front Page News, patio bar tavern with live music. They've got a great draft beer selection, so I'm gonna step inside, sit on the patio, try me a draft or two, give you a few reviews of the atmosphere and what's going on right here at the Front Page News in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia. So kick back with your favorite beverage, pop open your favorite beer, pour a glass of your favorite wine, and mix up that favorite mixed drink as you get ready to follow me, drinking across America style, right here in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia, Front Page News with the Ron Antonori. All right, everyone, I'm inside the Front Page News bar here in Little 5 Points. Decided to go with, since it's a New Orleans themed bar and grill, I decided to go with some New Orleans themed beer, some Abita. It's the 3090. Coordinates to a good time. That's what it says on the can. Let's see how it pours. It's looking nice and crisp. And a good little head on it. Got a nice golden color. Man, you can see right through it. You can see me through this beer. It is so clear. And that's from the Abita Spring Water in Abita, Louisiana. It is a lager at 4.5% ABV. So as clean as it is, I'm guessing that the fans of Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Mick Ultra, you know, domestic quote unquote beers, would probably love this beer right here. You see the beautiful New Orleans style fountain right behind me, man. I'm feeling like I'm on Bourbon Street. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of the beer, let you know what it's all about. Oh yeah. That's nice and crisp, nice and clean, refreshing. Perfect beer to drink on a nice hot Georgia, or if you're at the home of Abita beer, Louisiana, summer. Even though it is technically the first day of fall, we are still in the South, so it is still technically summer until probably around December. So you want to come out, check out the patio right here at the Front Page News on Moreland Avenue. Little look at the courtyard out here at the Front Page News. It is very, very New Orleans centric. You can hear the New Orleans music playing. Got the fountain out here. All right, all my followers out there, we are leaving the Front Page News and heading down Moreland Avenue. We've got 2 or 3 more places I want to hit up, including the Vortex. I believe it's called the Porterhouse. And there's one more down this way. And then right back up there, we've got the, it's a brew pub that's inside a mansion. So we're gonna check it out as well. I'm looking right now, I see a rooftop bar ahead of me. So my next destination is gonna be right up here. I'll be coming back at you shortly, so don't go anywhere, people. All right, here I am in front of the Brewhouse here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna go inside, check out some of the drafts. It's known as the football, soccer bar, sports bar here in Little 5 Points. So let's go inside, check out some of the beers, and I'll be right back at you drinking across America. All right, everyone, follow me. Ron Antonori coming back at you. Another little quick clip drinking across America here in Atlanta, Georgia at the Brewhouse Pub on Moreland Avenue. Got me the Czech Var Lager coming in at a pretty moderate 5% alcohol. Kind of light, refreshing. You can see by the color of it, it's real nice golden color, clear fruit. It does come from a well that's a 300-meter deep well on the property of the brewing company that has been untouched by man for 10,000 years. So no people have drank this water in 10,000 years until now when they started using it to brew this beer, which, you know, if you know beer, you know that the water quality is very important in how your beer is going to come out and the taste of your beer. You can see it's very light colored, old school European style color for a lager pilsner. Very light smelling. Goes down very smooth, very refreshing, just the way you would expect it to go down. And at 5% alcohol, it is, you know, to me, I would consider it a drinking beer. It's one that you could sit and drink, you know, 3 or 4 of them in an afternoon. It is made with female cones of top quality Siaz hops, Humulus lupulus. They make their beer truly exceptional. You know, that taste of the hops, along with the great water, does help in making great beer. You have to have high quality ingredients to have high quality beer. And the Europeans, the Czechs, the Germans, Bavarians, you know, they know how to create beer. They know that the top quality ingredients make the top quality beers. And the next beer I'm trying right now today, we have got the Kronenbourg Blanc wit beer. So it is from France, comes in at a pretty low 5% alcohol, much like the last one I had. So you can see it is a wit beer, wheat, it's a little hazy. Got to have that orange slice on it, you know, adds a little bit of flavor to the beer. This is a France wit beer. Pours out a golden color. As you can see, it is a nice colored wit beer. It's got aromas of wheat and citrus. Oh yeah. A little bit of coriander. Let's see what it actually tastes like now. Oh. That is very smooth, very creamy. Delicious wet beer, wheat beer as we call it here in America. It goes down smooth, comes in at, like I said, it comes in at a pretty average 5% alcohol, which is about average for your wet beers, wheat beers. They're gonna come in anywhere from about 4.8 to 5.2%, so this lands right there in the middle range. It does have a fruity, crisp, citrusy flavor and scent to it. We'll go ahead and drop the orange slice in and let that flavor settle through the beer. I mean, it's already a nice, smooth, creamy tasting beer. Goes down very smooth. Man. Actually, I can taste a little bit. It's got a very slight kind of a Heineken-y kind of a flavor to it, if you know what I mean. A lot of the European beers will have that distinct little flavor to them because of the style, because of the water that is used. European water, a lot different than American water. Just like you've got water in different parts of this country are different. As you can see, man, this is the home of football in the Atlanta, Georgia area. We got the Atlanta United banners up there behind me. It's the one place to come and check out all your favorite soccer games, football as they like to call it. We'll finish it up here in Atlanta, Georgia, drinking across America with your host, Ron Antonori. Salute all my friends. So here we are, man, outside Atlanta, Georgia, in little 5 Points going down Moreland Avenue at the corner of Moreland and Euclid. So you can see right there behind me, we're about to head across the street to the Corner Tavern. They have a rooftop bar. We're going to check it out, try some of the drinks and beers available there. Work our way on up and down Moreland Avenue, all for you, drinking across America. As you see behind me, man, I am at the Corner Tavern at the corner of Moreland and Euclid Avenues here in little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to go inside. They have got the rooftop bar, as you can see right there behind me. Got the rooftop. Hopefully we can get up there, get a few views of the city, have a couple beers, maybe a cocktail or two, find out some of their specialties out here in Atlanta, what they're drinking in the local market. And we're going to be coming back at you right after this, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. we are inside the Corner Tavern here at Moreland and Euclid. We're going upstairs to check out the rooftop patio, check out all the cool artwork around me, behind me, all around, on the walls, on the ceiling. It is everywhere, man. Pretty cool little hangout here at the Corner Tavern. Heading upstairs, kind of watch your head a little bit. It gets a little low right there. I see civilization. So here we go. Yeah, surprisingly, there's not a lot more people up here. Well, here we are, man. We're trying out the Megadeth beer. It comes in at a 4.5% alcohol, so it's pretty low considering the way the band likes to rock and roll. That you think it'd be a little bit higher alcohol content, but they do make it an easy drinking beer. Megadeth beer. Definitely got that citrusy notes to it. Smells almost like a wit beer. Definitely got the banana, the wheat scent to it. Let's give it a taste and see what it does taste like. Oh man. That's some excellent beer right there, man. And you know me, man, I'm a rocker. I've been listening to Megadeth since I was a teenager. When I saw the Megadeth beer, I had to try it. So, you know, if you're a rock and roller, you want to check out what they've got going on for you right here at Little 5 Points, come on down to the Corner Bar, the Corner Tavern actually. They've got drafts, they've got bottles, they've got cans, they've got signature drinks, they've got rotating taps. Okay, all my fellow drinkers across America, following me, Ron Antonori. I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia, in Little 5 Points at the Corner Bar and Grill. And I am trying a flight of 3. That's right, man. We got 3 flights coming at you, 4 ounces each. This is the light and bitter flight. And the first of 3 is going to be the Coronado Guava Islander IPA. It is out of California. Comes in at a 7% ABV, so it's not too light, not too heavy, kind of in between. So we're going to see how it drinks. It says, you know, it's tropical fruit meets tropical vibes in this guavinated version of Islander IPA. It's brewed with the classic West Coast combo of Centennial, Chinook, and Columbus hops, and a hefty dose of fresh guava puree. So it should have a pretty good bit of citrus flavor and scent to it. You see its nice little hazy color to it, little head on it. You know, it does come out real nice, real hazy style, as you can tell. It's definitely got that citrusy mango kind of a scent to it. We'll go ahead and give it the ultimate test, which is the taste test, people. This is a rather creamy beer. Doesn't come off as an IPA at all. You get a little bit of hops, very, very slight hop at the end of the taste. Kind of lingers around in your mouth a little bit. But upon first sipping it, it's real creamy, almost like a milkshake style IPA. That's a damn good beer right there, I gotta tell you. So we'll go ahead and finish this one up. I got 2 more coming at you. Don't go anywhere, all you drinkers across America. As always, remember, your host, Ron Antonori. I am a drinking professional. I've been doing this for over half my life, man. Drinking is what I do. It's a dirty job. Somebody has to do it, but I still do it safe and responsibly, and so should you. I've already got 1 down. I am on my second of 3 right now. And this one here is the Eventide Citrus Grove. And it is out of Atlanta, Georgia, so it is a local beer coming in at a pretty modest 5.4% ABV, so it's not too heavy, not too light. You know, pretty much about where I like my beers to be, about 5.5 ABVs. This is cloudy and sweet with just enough bitterness to balance it out. And this beer mimics a true German Hefe. So by that means that it is a, what we call, you know, it's a wit beer, a wheat beer. So it's going to be a little bit hazy, a little bit cloudy, much like people say, well, you know, it kind of looks like that hazy IPA that you just had. Yes, it does. And the reason that these Hefeweizens get the haziness is because they are wheat beer. And the wheat causes it to brew a little bit hazy, so it's not as clear as your corn and wheat, but it does allow a lot more flavor coming out in the beer when you've got the wheat beer. Oh yeah, that definitely comes across as a Hefeweizen. It's got the banana scent to it because of the hops used. I'm sure that there's no banana actually involved in the making of this beer, much like most Hefeweizens. They do have that banana scent to them, the banana flavor that comes out in the beer. Delicious beer, and I don't just say that. I mean, I say that a lot because, hey, I love beer. And if the beer is good, the beer is good. If the beer is bad, the beer is bad. But this is a damn good Hefeweizen. Goes down smooth, easy drinking. If you like drinking your local beers and you find yourself down here in Georgia, in the Atlanta area, you definitely want to give this Hefeweizen a try. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my Eventide Citrus Grove Hefeweizen and come back at you right after this for that third and final flight of the day here at the Porter Beer Bar. Little 5 Point salute, my friends. Damn good Hefeweizen right here. My third and final beer on this flight, and it is the light and bitter flight. So you're getting a little bit of light, a little bit of bitter. I've had a lot of the light. Let's see if this one here is a little bit of bitter that they've been talking about. It comes, oh, what do you know? It's my second beer of the day from France. Who would have ever thought that I would be drinking French beer on a Monday afternoon here in Atlanta, Georgia today, man. But not only once, but twice have I been doing the French beer. This is the Thierry Extra. It's from France, comes in at 4.5% ABV. Not too heavy, not too strong. It's an amazing dry hopped farmhouse ale that's not too strong. It's very dry and it's eminently drinkable. So they say it's a dry hopped. Not much of a scent to it. Not to me anyhow. Of course, my sinuses are a little messed up. All the weather change is kind of playing havoc with my senses. Let's see what it tastes like. It is dry. Got a little bit of a hop flavor, some malt mixed in with it. Can't quite put my finger on the taste. It's different, but yet familiar. It's not too bad. A little bit more on the not hop. It's not a hoppy flavor taking it over. I guess it's that double dry hop that's coming out. It's smooth. Definitely got a lingering flavor on the back side of it as it overtakes the back of your palate. We'll go ahead and finish it off. It's palatable. I mean, I will give it that. I mean, and being the lowest ABV of the three in the light and bitter flight at only 4.5%, it comes at you at about 0.3% higher alcohol content than your Bud Light, Miller Lights, Mich Ultras, most of your American brewed light beers, and even your Budweiser that comes in at, I think Budweiser actually comes in at about 4.5% ABV, so it's equal to this one right here. This drink's a lot smoother than Budweiser, of course, you know. So you get a chance to try it. Another French beer. Who would have thought that the French would be so good at making beer? I mean, I knew they were good at making wine and making champagne, or champagne, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But you never think the French of brewing beer. It's normally a German, Bavarian, Austrian, European, even into the UK, England, Ireland. But you don't get a lot of beer coming out of France. So it's actually surprising that I was able to run into not just one, but 2 French beers today. And I actually tried both of them. And, you know, hey, they're both pretty good. So, you know, like I say, man, drinking across America, you always want to try new beers. You never know what you're going to like. I like all kinds of styles. It goes, you know, lagers, Hefeweizens, Kolsch's, IPAs, stouts, porters, fruit beers, wit beers. You know, the list goes on and on. There's something for everyone out there. I may not be a big sour fan, I may not be a big IPA fan, but overall there are 1 or 2 of each of these styles that I do like. And this is an actually real good French style beer. So be sure to try it, man. If you're anywhere that you can try it out, Ferrier Extra, and I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. But anyhow, I'm going to finish up these flights and go ahead and see about maybe making my way on down to the Vortex Bar and Grill to finish up this little journey of drinking across America right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're just going to go ahead and continue on down Moreland Avenue here, make our way down towards the Vortex Bar and Grill. It's a place that I used to frequent back in the early to mid 90s when I lived here in Atlanta. When I first got started in the nightclub business, I used to hang out down here in Little 5 Points. I dated a couple girls from here when I was a DJ that were some dancers at the clubs I worked at. So, you know, I'm a little bit familiar with the Little 5 Points area. That is the Vortex Bar and Grill, just the way I remember it 20 plus years ago here in Atlanta. We're gonna go into the Vortex right here, check out some of the food, some of the brews, some of the drinks, and get right back at you at Drinking Across America with your host, the Ron Antonori. Some of the best bars, best breweries, best wineries, best food are happening right here in the ATL, man. And I'm here at one of my favorite places that I haven't been at in over 20 years, the Vortex Bar and Grill. And I'm here trying the Skull Crusher. It's known as a strong ass drink. You know, I've already been having me a couple beers already, so I decided I'd go ahead and try this Skull Crusher because, you know, I don't like to just review beer. I like to review some drinks, some wines, a little bit of everything of a little local flavor. But here we are, man. It is the Vortex Bar and Grill, the Skull Crusher. It is a strong-ass cocktail. It is described as Satan provided us with the recipe for the original Vortex cocktail. Right here. We serve it in a custom printed imperial pint glass that you can take home. I'm glad I get to take this home, man. Add it to my collection of mini pint glasses. As you can see, it's looking pretty wicked. It's smelling pretty fruity, so I'm thinking it's gonna go down pretty easy. This murky brew is made with a devilish blend of tequila, vodka, rum, bourbon, fruity liqueurs, and the souls of the damned. You can see it's purple. It smells real fruity. Got that little umbrella so you know that you're in the tropics. You're about to get burned to hell and back on this drink. But let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what it tastes like, all you drinkers across America. Oh, yeah. I can see where it's gonna crush my skull here in just a little while. I'm gonna finish up this Skull Crusher. I'm gonna order me a little bit of food, probably check out one of their burgers at least. Oh yeah, that's gonna crush my skull, and I can't wait. Here is the Vortex Bar and Grill cheeseburger. I decided to pick the whiskey-based pimento cheese, and of course, add bacon to it. We've got the potato salad for a side, some pickles, lettuce, tomato. We're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. There you see the Vortex Skull Crusher in the background. That is what I'm drinking this evening. We're gonna go ahead and give this burger a try. It looks damn good. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. We're gonna go ahead and check it out. See how good this burger is. Man, you see how big it is. Look at that. That is a burger right there. That's something that you eat when you've been drinking some beer, some liquor. Oh yeah. Honestly, one of the best burgers I've ever tasted, man. The burger itself is cooked excellent, melts in your mouth. That whiskey, bourbon, pimento cheese is excellent. You get that little bit of whiskey, bourbon flavor at the backside of it. Lots of thick cut, huge slices of bacon on top of it. So you've got that great bacon flavor. The burger, medium rare, so it's nice and juicy. No. There's fire right here. There ain't a burger in Columbus that can stand up to this. Delicious. The best burger ever, right here at the Vortex Bar and Grill. I haven't been in this place in probably 23 years. Food, the atmosphere, everything. None of it has changed. The only thing that's changed, I'm a little bit grayer. My hair's a lot shorter, because when I used to hang out here, man, my hair was down to the middle of my back. I was dyeing it blue-black. I was young. I was into the death metal, the heavy metal scene. Still am. Love the rock and roll. This is a great place to come, man. Hang out with good friends, old and new. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to the car, call it a night, man. We've been out here at the Vortex. We've been to 4 or 5 bars already tonight. So it's time to call it a day. We're gonna go ahead and head back to the car, head back to Columbus, Georgia. It was a great day out here in Atlanta, you know. So here we go. Oh, the Psycho Sisters. Man, I remember that place back in the day. Good to see it's still open and going. So we're gonna go ahead and call it quits, guys. So until next time, Drinking Across America, your host, Ron Antonori, man. We are in Atlanta, Georgia right now in Little 5 Points, one of the most eclectic neighborhoods in the city. Always has been, even, you know, 20, 30 years ago when I was living here, this was one of the cooler, more hip, eclectic type of neighborhoods. It's grown up a lot. A lot of places are still here. There's a lot of new places in the area. So if you're ever in the Atlanta, Georgia area, be sure to stop on by. Plenty of bars, brew pubs, eateries to choose from. So until next time, your host Ron Antonori coming at you from Atlanta, Georgia, Little 5 Points, doing that journey of drinking across America.